Hello, welcome to Miracle Monday. This is Dawn Petalino, your transformational coach and best-selling author of Peace, Power, and Miracles. And Miracle Monday is where I offer you some tips and some tools and some truths on how to access more miracles into your life. And those of you who know me know I follow the Course of Miracles and the Course of Love, so many of my teachings come from there, as well as other spiritual material. But today I want to particularly talk about what our emotions, what our feelings are telling us, what our sadness is telling us, or any other emotion we might be feeling. You know, the tendency is in our society is that if we're not feeling positive and upbeat, then something's really wrong with you. God forbid. So what we have to really embrace and learn is that all of our emotions have a message for us. All of our emotions are there for a reason. And the only thing that's going to keep that message and to keep us from turning around back to a natural state of contentment and peace and quiet joy is if we try pushing that sadness, that anger, that grief, if we try pushing it away, we actually block the natural flow of emotion that can heal and turn things around. So whenever you're feeling sadness, a lot of times it might come out first as anger, especially if we're not wanting to feel the sadness. The anger can come out very sideways. You might feel a precursor of anger before the sadness. Anger can be something that kind of protects you from feeling the sadness. And it also, though, when it's demonstrated in a healthy way, anger provides the boundaries. It provides a safe space for sadness to come up. So what we want to do is we want to really honor the sadness. We want to honor it. And we want to intentionally allow that time and space. And the anger is just a boundary. You know, anger also has its emotion, has its message, and it's to tell us about boundaries. And this boundary, when it's done healthy, combined with sadness, is saying, hey, I need to take this time and space for myself. It's really important. And then we allow ourselves to soften, because sadness has a natural softening component, but we often have to kind of open the heart. And a way to do that is to begin with gratitude. Now, I don't mean I'm grateful for the sky, I'm grateful for my home, I'm grateful for, and that's great, and you can go there. However, what we want to start with is sometimes when we're feeling those heavy emotions, we don't feel all that grateful. So we start with what's real and what is true. You know, the Course of Love says, you allow those emotions, you feel the emotions of anger, of grief, of sadness, because what you feel is part of you in this present moment. So you don't want to deny that. And so we say, you know what, I wish I were grateful for my life. I wish I were grateful for all the things I have. If that feels true to you, you start there. You can also start with, I am grateful for the sadness. I am grateful that I feel like crap today. You can start there as well. But what you're trying to do is you want to be authentic in your gratitude. And the gratitude can say, I wish I were grateful for my life. If that feels real, that can soften and help you get back into the authenticity that begins to open your heart. And then you allow the sadness to be there. You allow the sadness to be there in a place of safety and love. And you just allow it to work its way. Sadness has a natural flow to it. And when we allow it to naturally flow, there'll be a little level of relief with it. Almost like a little bit of relaxation. Because sadness is about releasing something old. That's an idea, a situation, a person, and rejuvenating. Now, rejuvenation doesn't happen until after the washing away comes through first, which is why tears wash away. So you allow the sadness to wash away. You give yourself permission. And joy is a natural rejuvenation. Joy will come after the sadness because it just naturally does. Fun will re-enter your life after the sadness because it just naturally does. The only thing that stops us is if we stop the sadness. So we want to embrace everything that is. And the Course of Love says, you know, when you hold something in the embrace of love, it is different than when you're holding it in the embrace of fear. So we want to embrace everything within with love. And that opens up the pathways for healings. That trying to manufacture joy, trying to manufacture fun isn't going to heal anything. it's going to just prolong it. And the other thing is you feel phony inside. But when you give yourself that time and space, and you start with the softening of, I wish I were grateful, and you allow that sadness to be there, you might not even understand why you're sad. That's the other thing. But remember, this is unconditional love. We love ourselves without condition. And in that space, things begin to heal. And the Course of Love says, it is in this reintegration that you find that the proof of your feelings, you proof of the benevolence of your feelings, and the proof of the benevolence of the universe itself. Trust your feelings, allow them to be there. Those emotions are there to release and to rejuvenate. Whatever is there, love that. You can check out the meditation this week, which is loving what is present and allowing yourself to soften and just be with what is there to allow to flow through. So that is your Miracle Monday tip and tool to just allow your emotions as part of you to reintegrate through softness, through compassion, and just through love. I hope you have a miraculous Monday. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.